What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Two Guys One Week podcast. My name is Tyler Plackey, and I will be your host. And alongside me today is the glorious, the wonderful, the always beautiful Mr. Alex Smith.
Thank you. Hold the applause. Yeah,
all right.
Alex. Howdy, y'all.
All right, guys. So real quick before we get started, this is an adult podcast. We may use foul language, talk about adult topics, and overall not really care if people like us or agree with us. So if this offends you in any way, shape, or form, please, and Alex and I both cannot stress this enough, please go find another podcast to listen to. There's tons of them out there. Thank you very much. All right.
You're welcome.
Let's go, baby. We're back.
Yes, baby. Good one this week. So, topics we got for this week. We got our usual 1 week segment, talking about ourselves throughout the week, what we did, what we didn't do, what we wish we would have done. We're going to talk about Champ Week, Selection Sunday, which, as we're recording on today, it just happened.
Yes, sir.
As well as we're going to fill out the first annual 2 Guys 1 Week March Madness bracket.
Woo!
And lastly, other odds and ends sports stories we've compiled over the week. Tyler, I know you got a good one, so let's start off with your 1 week.
You're going to start with my 1 week. Okay, so we're gonna start with the small stuff and work to the big one, okay? Because there's one big one. And if you guys have been following the Twitter at all, at TGOWpod on X/Twitter, you already know what I'm talking about, what I'm going to get to. But if you haven't, go follow the Twitter because there's some banging stuff on there. So first off, I'm an athletic trainer. I work at a school. And one of my kids, so I'm a former baseball player, and one of the kids on my baseball team wanted to make a bet with me. He thinks he can get a hit off me. Last year, he was unable, as a catcher, to catch my fastball. So he thinks he can get a hit off me this year. And the bet is he gets 2 at-bats. And if he gets a true base hit, not a little end cap squibber that sneaks through somewhere, a true hard, solid base hit, he gets bragging rights over me. And if not, in those 2 at-bats, he does not get a true hit off of me, he has to run 4 poles for me. And we're doing just straight across and back. So left field to right field and back, not doing the arch, just straight. Each one of them in 40 seconds.
Ooh, rough.
Spicy. So we used to do those as conditioning when I was in high school as pitchers. So if I can do it, he can do it. But yeah.
Better get his running shoes on.
No kidding, bro. Because my changeup. So I didn't have my changeup very well last year when I pitched, and my changeups, I've been starting to throw it a little bit. So I'm trying to work it back in. So he won't be ready for it. My YouTube channel, my personal YouTube channel. And we're actually going to work on one for the TGOWpod. So hopefully we can start, next week, do some video recording for it so you guys can actually see us, what we look like. But my personal YouTube channel has passed 750 subscribers. So a little applause for myself. Thank you. So go ahead and check that out, Tyler Plecky Hobbies. But yeah. Next week, and this is something Alex can talk about too, but we are taking a little trip out to the 314, out to the Lou, St. Louis, Missouri. We're going to go out there and do a little fishing trip, go see a Blues game, maybe deliver some meat, depends on how we're feeling on that Saturday morning. And by deliver meat, we mean literally Matt's travel ball team they sell meat for a fundraiser, and he's got to go deliver it that morning. So nothing inappropriate there, actually delivering meat. Got a golf season coming up. A couple weeks ago, I bought a new hybrid. New to me, it's a used TaylorMade M1 hybrid. It was a 4 hybrid, so I'm hyped about that. Was hitting it really well in the simulator, so I'm probably going to hit like shit on the fucking course, but that's okay. Because we all know how that goes. Couple courses around here I'm excited to play, go out and play again. I'm gonna try and truly break 100 this year for the first time in my life. Like true, real golf rules. Fucking everything counts. Hopefully break 100 this year. Went to Harbor Freight today, bought some stuff for fishing, bought some pliers for super cheap, bought a little storage organizing box, try and get my shit together out there. And then, funny story from today, Olivia, my fiance, wanted to go to the Kohl's because there's a Sephora in it. So while she was looking at makeup, I was out walking Kohl's and I had to pee. I went to the bathroom, and Alex, I encountered the world's tallest urinal.
Oh boy.
Dude, I had to point upwards. It was crazy, dude. I walked in, I was like, man, this thing seems a little high. And I started peeing. I was like, I got to point up a little bit, or I'm going to be hitting the wall, dude. I wish I would have taken a picture. I didn't think to take a picture. So next time I'm over at this specific Kohl's, I will get a picture and post it on the Twitter.
And for the viewers that don't know what you look like, you are not a short individual.
No, I'm 6'2", 6'3". Now Zach Giddy made me look short, but you know. he makes he made Yao Ming look a little short. So,
but putting that urinal in the context.
Yeah,
you were not a short man.
So, and then obviously the big one, the cap off of the week. Today is Sunday, March 16th. From the 13th, 14th, and 15th of March, I was working sports medicine at the men's Big Ten basketball championship tournament, which was a absolute ton of fun. So the first thing I wanted to talk about, and I've got a whole list of stuff here so that I remember everything. First thing I want to talk about is, this isn't my first NCAA event I've worked. This is my, fourth? I think fourth or fifth. The money that the NCAA and the Big Ten spent on this, ridiculous, dude. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. I mean, you want to talk about, there were boxes. When I say boxes, like each box had 100 of the big Gatorade, the 32-ounce Gatorade squeeze bottles. Mm-hmm. Boxes of those. I'm like, there's 8 teams. Actually, no, there were more teams than that. There were a lot more teams than that, but still, like, I think there was 15 teams in the tournament, right?
All but 3 teams.
Yeah, so 15 in, which wouldn't make sense for the Big Ten. But, I mean, dude, there was probably 500 bottles there. There's not that many people. The towels, you start looking at the ice chests, the water coolers, the money they spend on this thing is ridiculous. The branding, the polos, the credentials, the security that they hire for it, fucking, dude, the locker rooms are just loaded up with stuff. Like, it's fucking insane. It was cool because we got to set up in the Indiana Fever training room, which was really cool. It's a really nice setup, honestly. You walk in, real nice training room. If you go into the training room, there's a couple beds on the right. Got all this other stuff on the left, taping tables, all their modalities and stuff are over there. In the back of it, if you're looking straight, is an exam room. To the right, you go down a hall on the right's their bathroom and their showers. Really nice setup, like 6 stalls, fucking all the stuff you could ever imagine. To the left, they have a hydro room, which has a hot tub, which that water was celebrating St. Patrick's Day.
Saw that.
Yeah, it was pretty gross. So, fun fact, the cold water at Gainbridge is hot, and the hot water at Gainbridge is green. So, you just turn on the cold water and put in a ton of ice to hopefully keep it cool. Then the back's the locker. We don't get to go into there. I think we've been in their locker room one time, but that was back when we worked March Madness, I think. But we're not, they had it blocked off for this because they're still kind of in season. So yeah, fucking some cool games got to work. The big one for me was the IU Oregon game. As a lifetime IU fan, Alex is the same way.
Yes, sir.
Working that game was a dream come true and then a heartbreak for me.
Too soon.
Yeah, a little fucking. My couple notes I had from that game. One, IU looked lethargic the whole fucking game. We looked absolutely exhausted. We didn't look excited to be there, which sucked. A couple guys did. They still played hard. We just looked slow. Oregon just kind of out athletic us. I don't know if that's the right word.
Fair enough.
But dude, Oregon's mid-range fadeaway was disgusting against IU. Didn't work against Michigan State, but dude, against IU, disgusting.
Right.
Fun fact: Anthony Leal and Mackenzie Mingbako, a lot taller in person than they look on TV. Like, Leal's taller than me, which you wouldn't think.
No, I would have expected pretty close.
See, I expect him to be right at 6 foot. And he's got an inch or two on me. And Mbako's like 6'8" or 6'9". He's athletic, dude. At halftime, we were setting out waters and stuff, fixing waters up. And I was walking by in the IE band, and one of the kids was doing a Clan Wars raid on Clash of Clans during halftime. I was like, let's go, baby. I was like,
priorities.
Fuck. Yep. Fun one, I actually got to meet 2 really cool dudes. So if they're listening to this, I know you guys aren't, but that's okay. Trey Galloway and Malik Renew, got to meet you guys. You guys were awesome. After the game, they just lost. I was walking back towards food. Because they had nice set up there for us, nice hospitality room. And I see them kind of standing outside their locker room. They're just hanging out, probably getting ready to go into media. And obviously at this point, I'm not going to go ask for a picture or anything, but I just kind of walked over and I was like, hey guys, thank you so much for everything. Great game today. Thanks for everything you've done for the program. And really appreciate you guys. And they each gave me a fist bump and told me thanks. So I was like, fuck, that's kind of cool. So,
tough.
Fucking, yeah.
I got a question for you.
Okay.
So for the viewers, what all exactly did you do during the tournament?
So we are our official title is the on-site medical providers. So what we are in charge of is we are in charge of medical setup. So that includes all the water, ice, and then like towels and Gatorade bottles and everything like that. So setting those up pregame, adjusting it during halftime, then switching it between games, obviously. That includes setting stuff up for the band, for all the cheerleaders, for everyone that's going to be a part of like the teams in any way. We're responsible for that. We are responsible with coordinating with the host athletic trainer for each of the schools to coordinate them with emergency medical plans, with the on-site EMS. What else do we do? And then we're also there. We care for any of the band members, any of the cheerleaders, the spirit squads, and then the officials as well as all our responsibility. And then we will assist the school's athletic trainers if they need help, but they've typically got a couple with them that they don't need our help. And lucky for us, there really weren't any crazy injuries. There was one really nicely sprained ankle that we took back to X-ray, no break. Not a player. Not going to say who it was, obviously, but it was not a player.
Pancake,
I heard
you ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Apparently band goes a little brazy, so.
Right.
But yeah, so mostly my job this weekend was make sure all the waters were full, make sure each team had the proper amount of towels, had all their everything set up, ice bags set up, had access to all of the hydro room, everything that they would need for fucking treatment, and then just watch college basketball from the sidelines. So fucking pretty sick. If you guys go on and see any of the games it was IU Oregon, the Wisconsin, and I think that was UCLA game. No, who did Wisconsin play first? Wisconsin Northwestern game. Then again Wisconsin UCLA, and then Michigan State, whoever they played, Oregon, and then the Wisconsin Michigan State, and then the Michigan Maryland game. If you go see any of those 6 games, and you look so if you look at the benches on the left side bench behind it, you'll see me, white towel, black shirt. So yeah, if you watch the winning basket from the Michigan game to go to the finals, you will see me staying right behind, talking to the Michigan coaches, going "oh" with my hands up in the air. So yeah.
Every time I was watching one of those games, every time they pan down the court, I'm like, there he is!
There's Tyler! I know that guy! I'm sitting there like, man, I hope they don't catch me picking my nose or something. Well, dude, so when we worked the Indy Classic my first year with my company, my cousin was fucking watching, and she got a picture of me. it was during, it was March Madness, not Indy Classic. March Madness, I was standing behind the Grambling State bench when they played Purdue, and I was just like deep in thought or something, and she fucking took a picture of me and made it into a meme. I was like,
So, lacking.
Fucking literally. Couple games from this weekend I wanted to talk about. The Wisconsin UCLA game was crazy. There was like 4 techs in that game, which got a little ridiculous. Wisconsin versus Michigan State, which was an absolute fucking banger of a game. First off, Wisconsin bumps Chief Keef on a University of Wisconsin branded speaker as they walk down the tunnel before games, which is fucking sick.
All right.
John Tanji, he is a guard for the University of Wisconsin. That dude is a fucking baller. He had like 33 points, I think, in that game against Michigan State. Absolutely torched them, dude. I mean, every shot he took was just fucking money. Wisconsin was hot, and we will talk about that as we build our bracket later. And also, as someone who's watching the game from right beside the court, that Wisconsin strip at the end against Fears, against Michigan State, looked like a foul until you see the replay. When you see the slow motion replay, that's the cleanest fucking strip I've ever seen in college basketball.
Right.
Great play by Wisconsin. And then the Michigan game obviously was fucking insane. The Michigan versus Maryland game. That foul at the end to let Derek Queen shoot was soft, I thought. Seemed like a lot of the stadium agreed with me. A lot of them are Michigan fans, but a lot seemed to agree with me. But then how do you let Donaldson just fucking run the whole court?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. He wasn't touched from inbound.
You have to stop ball. Have to fucking stop ball, right?
Yeah. I would think foul.
So, I think so too. It was cool to watch Maryland just because seeing Jordan Geronimo, former Hoosier, play. He didn't play a ton, funny enough. Derek Queen's a big dude, but I think he's got some time he needs to spend in college to mature in the game. Very good athlete. He dropped a really quiet, like 29 or 30 points that game. Fucking absolutely balled out. He was hammering threes. He was playing down low. He's a big dude, and I wish he would have gone to IU. Also, speaking of going to IU, I wish Dusty May would be our coach. I wanted to yell something to him because I was sitting right behind their bench. I was like, probably not the best choice. So that's really my week. Kind of a long 1 week segment, but that is A-okay. And I'm going to now pass the torch off to Mr. Alex. And Alex, what'd you do this week?
Well, I don't have anything as cool as that, but I did take Tucker to Monster Jam up in Indianapolis today.
All right. How was Monster Trucks?
Honestly, one of the coolest things I've been to. Like, I took
Really?
it when it was in Cincinnati, but it was at Heritage Bank, and if people are listening from Cincinnati, you know Heritage Bank is very small.
What is Heritage Bank? Because I don't know.
So, it's Heritage Bank Arena, so it's like where the Cyclones play, so they play hockey there, and then they have like concerts and stuff there. It's kind of like a... trying to think.
Is it smaller than Gainbridge?
Yes, it's probably half the size of Gainbridge.
Oh, so it's like a minor league hockey stadium.
I mean, that's what the Cyclones are, yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, that is a little small for Monster Jam.
Yeah, so it was still really cool when I took him there. And so I saw they were going to be in Indianapolis, and I knew Lucas Oil's like 5 times bigger than that.
Yeah.
So I took him. We were row 11, which ended up being like 3 rows back from where they stopped taping it off.
Sure.
And super cool, big air, like all the cool stuff Monster Jam does, and it was super cool. Tuck loved it. We got back to the truck. He said that was super cool.
Yeah, boy.
It was awesome. He loved it.
Good.
Other than that, this week it really was just crawling to spring break with students.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm getting a little rowdy. Friday,
Yep.
I decided that instead of sitting in my classroom all day, I took them to like our balcony, which is kind of like an aux gym type thing.
Mm-hmm.
And we went and played basketball. So I had to show a few of them that there's levels to this basketball stuff.
You have to show them how the real dudes do it, huh?
They thought since they were big dogs in their gym class that they could take me, which proved them wrong. Now, people might say, like, that's kind of mean or something like that, but...
Put the kids in their place.
Yeah, with some of these kids, like, I won't let Tucker beat me. He's got to beat me on his own.
Hashtag for the kids. So, FTK.
FTK. For the kids.
For the kids.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, other than those 2 days, I don't think I did anything.
You playing any golf this coming week? I know you're on spring break. You can play some golf.
If it quits raining.
Valid. Dude, it sleeted up here today.
Yeah, I was in Greensburg on my way back, and I felt all the sleet, and I was like, well...
What the fuck? Yeah.
I know, because I didn't dress accordingly, and we had to walk from... It was like Union Station Garage or something. It wasn't that far from the stadium.
Was it the one that we parked in for Big Ten, or is it not that far? Okay, not that far. Okay.
I parked way closer than that.
Oh, boy. Spent the extra couple bucks.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad of a walk, but with Tucker not wanting to walk and it being colder than I expected, it wasn't the greatest. But, like, yeah, the event itself was awesome.
There you go.
And, yeah, I don't really have anything as cool as you did. I got to watch you work.
Work is quite the overstatement. We definitely do a lot of work. Like, we do a lot of stuff over there, but we do it for like 20 minutes and then have like a nice hour break to actually watch the games. Like, while the game's going on, we don't do a ton, which is really nice. Obviously, we're there ready to go in case something happens. Like, if you remember a couple years ago at March Madness, that official went down and almost died. My company was the one that was there to like do, make sure he didn't die, which was cool. But yeah, not much work. A lot of fun.
All right. So, topic 1, conference basketball tournaments and selection Sunday for March Madness. What you got?
So, we're going to start off with the Big Ten. We're just going to hit a couple conferences here. First off, some really good games in the Big Ten, obviously. It was fun to watch UCLA lose. It was nice to watch Oregon lose, especially since they beat my Hoosiers. But, obviously it's nice to watch, USC lose. Do you see that USC player tried to fight the Purdue fan after the game?
I did not.
Yeah, they were back in the tunnels, right? It was like there's like this section underneath Cambridge where it's like a club, and then you can walk out if you're sitting floor level. It's like a full fucking like restaurant. They got beer and stuff in there. and some Purdue fans sitting there after the game chirping USC guy, and apparently the USC guy didn't like it and kind of went after the Purdue fans. So, but yeah, also, we were kind of talking about this before we started recording, but I wanted to save it for this because I want to get your reaction. So you are a University of North Carolina fan, and that is A-okay. Indiana got fucking snubbed. And honestly, who got snubbed more is West Virginia. The fact that UNC made it in over West Virginia, in my personal opinion, is bullshit, and here's why. They had one Quad 1 victory this year. They were fucking horrendous elsewhere in Quad 1. I think they lost, 13 or 14 games in Quad 1. And out of the 111 brackets, West Virginia was in all 111, and UNC was only in for 17 of all the bracketologist guys that create the brackets right before Selection Sunday.
Yeah.
But the biggest one that kind of gets me that I actually didn't realize till afterwards, you know who the chairman of the NCAA selection committee is for March Madness?
No.
University of North Carolina head athletic director Bubba Cunningham.
Gotta do what you gotta do to get in the tournament, I guess.
Fuck, dude. It's all about the money for him. What do you think about all that? About the calls right there in the big... I guess this kind of isn't Big Ten. It's a lot of Big 12 as well, which we're getting to in a second. But a little bit of it Big Ten with Indiana, should they have been in.
IU, you say I'm a North Carolina fan, which I am, but I also love IU.
Yeah.
But after watching them in that tournament game against Oregon, they're just... I don't think that they would have fared well in the tournament. I would have loved to see them in there.
Yeah.
But they get hot and they get cold instantly.
Yep.
And you have to be pretty even throughout the whole game. Not even just game, the tournament, but IU can't even stay consistent through a game.
Yep.
North Carolina, after watching them against Duke, they kind of gave me hope because they were down, 49-28 at one point.
Oh, my.
Yeah, and then they came back and they lost by, I don't know what the final was, but they were down by one, and one of the guys in North Carolina, I can't remember his name.
The lane violation.
Yeah. Caused a lane violation for whatever reason. He didn't get pushed, so I don't know what he was trying to do.
I think he was trying to fake someone out to get the lane violation. I don't know.
Faked himself out.
He broke his own ankles.
Yeah, literally. And so that caused him to lose, which, whatever. But, you could, I don't know. You could probably justify them getting in because of that, because they were down to Duke, who's 31-3.
I'd say they're, I think, number 2 team, number 2 overall team, right? Yeah, number 2 overall.
Yeah. But also they were down almost maybe 25 points at one time. It was definitely in the 20s.
Yeah.
So, and they're 22-13.
Ooh. I mean, that's better than IU, but
not much.
Sticking on the Big Ten, Indiana had 3 players make the All-Big Ten team for the year, not for the tournament, but for the actual conference play year. Those 3 were Malik Renew, Omar Ballo, and Anthony Leal. Congratulations to them. Congratulations, gentlemen. So, yeah. Alex, let's move on to the Big 12. I only have one talking point on the Big 12. I don't know if you do. But whoever designed the basketball floor for the Big 12 Conference Championship, what the fuck? Did you see it? Have you seen this? Fucking look it up real quick, dude. It is gray because all it is the Big 12 logo just everywhere on the floor. I mean, it is absolutely horrendous.
Oh, I kind of like it.
You do?
It's different.
Dude, I could not imagine trying to play on that court. I feel like you would just...
Have you ever seen Oregon's?
Yeah, I don't like that either. I like a nice, plain, pretty court, personally.
I kind of... Yeah, it's a little busy, but it's just, for a tournament.
Hey, if you can like it, that's fine. I'm not going to shit on you for liking that. I'm not a fucking big fan, but, I mean, that's okay. And then here's my my rant of the day. This has to do with the Big East. Dan Hurley. Did you see this? What happened?
He's not playing any more. What do you call it at the beginning of the year?
I don't know.
MTEs, multi-team events, or whatever.
So he talked about that. So that's pretty much what the NCAA tournament is, and he needs to not play in them. But so we'll start off. We'll do a little backstory. About a month ago, I think, month and a half, maybe less than that. UConn, University of Connecticut, was at Creighton University for a basketball game. These two are longtime rivals, and UConn goes in and beats Creighton, as they should. UConn's a good basketball team. On the way out, the Creighton student section is chirping Dan Hurley, as a fucking student section is going to. That happens all the time in basketball, in high school, college, fucking everywhere the student section is going to chirp. That's just part of it. And Dan Hurley proceeds to start waving goodbye in a very kind of like asshole-ish way. Not like a bye, but like a bye. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then points to his ring finger and then does the number 2 a couple times at the fans. Which, you know, dude, you're a grown man. You don't need to fucking be a college student. So obviously Creighton doesn't like this. This video went mega viral, so hopefully you guys have seen this. If you haven't, go check it out. But at the end of the game, Creighton put an absolute, like, burn down the building windmill dunk while up on UConn as time is almost expiring, just as a fuck you to UConn. And Dan Hurley has bitched and moaned about it. And Dan Hurley, here's what I have to say to you. If you don't fucking like it, don't lose. Right?
Yeah.
Don't lose. If you don't want to get your ass beat, play better.
Well, and, like, don't give it out if you can't take it back.
That exactly. Dan, here's my truest, most honest opinion here. If the University of Indiana hired Dan Hurley as their head coach, I would have to go be a fan for another team. I don't think I could root for Dan Hurley.
Not after this year, at least.
No. He is just the whiniest I mean, Tom Izzo has a reputation for being a crybaby. Standing on the sidelines and watching it, it's his facial expressions. He doesn't sit there and cry. Dan Hurley sits there and cries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess because they kept winning, so we didn't see it much the last 2 years.
Yeah.
But this year, with him losing a bunch, he's just
Dude,
like
it's
I just
nonstop.
mentioned. Yeah, and I don't know if it was a Battle of Atlantis or Maui or whatever they were in.
Yeah, it was the Maui Invitation.
But they lost like 3 games in a row, and he's like, "We're not playing anymore."
Yeah.
MTEs, which is like multi-team events or whatever.
Yep. He doesn't want to play those
Back-to-back
beginning of the
days
year
or something.
tournaments. Yeah.
3 days in a row, and he's like, "That's kind of what March Madness is." So you're not
Like,
gonna
yeah.
do that.
Like, dude, he lost to Memphis. Guess what? Memphis is a good fucking team. They're in the tournament this year. I think they're like a 5 seed or something, or a 6 seed. I mean, let's see, where is Memphis? I know I fucking saw them in here somewhere. Memphis is a 5 seed. I mean, fucking, they're a good team. They're a top 20 program theoretically. I mean, you're going to lose to those teams.
The thing is, you can't complain about a schedule.
No.
What? Just play. If you're good,
Yeah,
you're good. You'll win.
Yeah, exactly. Other tournament things that I noticed, or from other tournaments, Winthrop and High Point played in the Big South Conference Championship game, and Trey Benham, number 3, hit the absolute craziest mean mug after a fucking banger, and they win 81-69. Did you see this?
I had not seen the mean mug.
Dude, bro, this mean mug is insanity. I hope everyone listening, hit pause right now. That's pause.
Or
hit
just
pause.
keep listening.
Or keep listening, but look it up. Go look up Trey Benham, TRE space BENHAM, mean mug. And then if you need to be more specific, he's on High Point basketball. He's number 3, and they played Winthrop.
Oh, my God.
Did you just see it? Dude, is that not the greatest fucking thing you've ever seen in your life?
That's gotta be one of our art or episode arts or something.
Fuck, we may have to throw in. I've already kind of built one out, but I may have to edit it. We'll see. I think we might just have to post that in.
Yeah, put it on the story or something.
Yeah, we'll have to put that video on the story, dude, because it is
merch.
insane.
They got merch already.
Oh, High Point does? I'm sure it's in their NIL shop. How much is a shirt? It's got to be good.
Carry on and I'll figure this out.
All right. And then the Missouri Valley Conference, the MVC, which hosts Arch Madness every year, which is their conference tournament. Their finals were between Drake and Bradley, and I believe Drake won that one. I don't remember, but it was a really good game as it was supposed to be. And we're finally going to have a nice mid-major conference that has 2 teams making it into the tournament. Let's go see where they're at. I know Drake got like a 5 or 6 seed, I think. Let's look for Drake and Bradley real quick here. I want to find them.
March Madness? Like
Yep.
Big tournament? Wow.
Yep, the big tournament.
Like
Both
Drake's,
of them have made
Drake's usually in it, but not that high.
Drake made an 11 seed. I thought Bradley made. Fuck, maybe Bradley didn't make it in. Unless I missed them somewhere. High Point did win, though. They got a 13 seed. I don't know if I can know, so we'll get to that later.
$30 for a t-shirt.
Fuck. Is it a cool t-shirt?
There's
an hour. Yeah, Bradley didn't make it in.
It's him. It says Mean Muggin and behind him, and it's him, like, animated.
Interesting. That may be worth it. I don't think I'm going to order it, but that may be cool.
Get one for Tucker. They have youth sizes.
Hey, there you go. And then the other one that I thought was absolutely crazy. Sorry, I'm banging into shit over here. There's a West Region bracket. In the West Region of March Madness, it is the games that Purdue. It's the Clemson, McNeese, and then Purdue and High Point games in the West Region. All right. No, maybe it's the Midwest. I fucking thought it was in the West Region.
High Point and Purdue is in the Midwest.
Yeah, okay. So the Midwest region anyways. So sorry, I mixed that up. But the Midwest region is being played in fucking Rhode Island. Last time I checked, Rhode Island's not the Midwest. I mean, that's like as East Coast as you get, isn't it?
I would say so.
I would say so too. Huh?
So where would the East Coast games be then?
Fuck, they're in Chicago probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. I think, Alex, let's hit a quick break here, and I'm going to use the bathroom, and ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back. All right, back from my potty break. Sorry, I've been chugging on this water over here. I really had to pee.
Old ass man.
Dude, my bladder is fucking tiny, I swear.
Yeah, we know.
I need to, look into this. I need to go see a urologist about this, I think, because all I do is pee anymore. I feel like I'm like type 1 diabetic.
Hey, if any of our viewers are urologists, let us know.
Yeah. All right, it's just what I want our viewers looking at my penis. Woo! Yeah! Boom!
It's like a VIP type thing.
Hey, they're going to have to pay for that subscription.
Raffle off that.
Put it, everyone bids in $50.
Oh, boy.
Man, if all of our viewers paid us $50, do you know how much money we'd have, Alex? $50. Hell yeah, baby! I think that viewer's Colt, so shout out to Colt.
Colt, you win!
Wait, that ain't good.
Wait a minute.
No. Okay.
Must be 18 or older.
End of legal consenting ability. All legal requirements must be met. Good. All right, Alex, I think it's time we segue on from this.
New subject.
New subject. Well, kind of new subject. Basketball.
Yeah. Basketball to more basketball.
Okay. So, as Alex talked earlier, we would like to fill out our first ever 2 Guys 1 Week podcast March Madness bracket. We're going to fill it out. We're going to discuss our picks with you guys, and you guys can fucking follow along. We're going to go all the way through it from start to finish. So, Alex, would you like to start us off in the South region?
Yeah, but before we start, don't quote us on these. We are not professionals. We are not Woj and Schefter and all those guys and all the other guys that build these brackets.
I think we're going to go perfect.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. All right,
Alex. South region.
First, we have Auburn, it's Alabama State, or
whoever SFPA is.
Yeah.
Do we need to discuss this one, or is it a pretty clear Auburn pick?
I think we're good. Auburn's really
okay.
Good.
Auburn's very fucking good.
All right. Next, we got number 8 Louisville and number 9 Creighton.
What are you thinking here? Give me your thoughts.
I think it can be a good game, but I think Louisville being in the ACC is going to pull it out just because the competition they faced that year.
Yeah, but you look at, Creighton plays Marquette, they play UConn, they play throughout the rest of the Big East. What do you?
I say Louisville, but we can go Creighton.
So Louisville is favored 2.5 points on ESPN Bet.
Can be persuaded.
Dude, I'm sitting Creighton, dude. Creighton's got hit. I like Creighton. I don't know. Something tells me Creighton. Okay, so we're gonna pick Creighton. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Alex. Move us on.
Number 5, Michigan. Number 12, UC San Diego.
So here's the infamous 12-5 matchup. Alex, is this one of our 12-5 upsets?
I don't think so, but UC San Diego, I watched their championship game, and they're not bad.
Mm-hmm. Say that they're good, but Michigan's hot. I don't think this is going to be a. I don't think this one's going to happen. If we preview this one, Michigan's favored only by 2.5 fucking points. Funny enough.
I told you.
Damn, UCSD is 30-4 this year.
Yeah, but also
hang on.
who's in their conference?
Yeah, that's fair. That's true.
Next, 4 Texas A&M, 13 Yale. You going with the Ivy League? No, I'm just kidding.
No, hell no. Texas A&M all day.
Texas A&M, yeah.
I mean, fucking that is. I mean, A&M's favored by 7.5.
Yeah. Next, 6 Ole Miss, 11 San Diego State, or UNC. Whoever wins that one.
What do you think? Okay, so this is where I'm going to contradict myself from earlier. This one fucking depends. If it's San Diego State, Ole Miss wins. If it's UNC, I think UNC might pull this off. UNC always gets weirdly hot in March in the tournament.
Oh, I know firsthand.
What do you think? What's your call?
I was going to say probably San Diego State or UNC, because I think UNC wins that, and then they beat Ole Miss.
I agree. I think we take that. I don't think Ole Miss can win that ball game.
No, but as we go farther, like, who knows? Maybe UNC wins those first 2 games and they get.
Oh yeah,
but
yep.
We never know. All right, 3 Iowa State or 14 Lipscomb.
I don't think there's much to talk about there personally. I think Iowa State's gonna. I mean, yeah, fucking Iowa State's good. They're favored by 14 points, 13.5 if we're being honest. But fucking, yeah.
7 Marquette, 10 New Mexico.
I'm gonna stay with Marquette. I got to work with them last year in March Madness. I like Shaka Smart. He's a fucking good dude. I wish he would come coach at IU. So I'm going to personally pick Marquette. But Alex, I want to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you.
Okay.
I like
Perfect.
Marquette. I like Shaka. Like you said, I like Shaka Smart.
Mm-hmm.
I miss him at VCU.
Yep.
Shaka Smart, Shaka the world. All right. 2 Michigan State, 15 Bryan.
I don't think there's much to talk about here.
Yeah, I have a feeling Michigan State's going to go pretty far.
Yeah.
All right, what are we moving? East or
Let's go to the West. Let's go down to the West. I like filling out by sides.
Okay.
So I will kick us off on the West. Florida and Norfolk State. We've seen the 16-1 upset now twice. This is not going to fucking be one of them.
Who was one of those teams that lost the 116 seed, Tyler?
I wonder if it could be little brother up north. Think it could be the Boilermakers? Maybe it was Purdue.
So.
I think it was Purdue.
If you ask Bill Smith, Mackey Arena is the best place to watch a basketball game.
Yep. You know why? For all of our viewers out there,
Let us
there's
know.
no pesky banners to get in your line of sight.
There we go.
Okay.
Shout out Bill Smith.
Woo! Moving on to the man we were talking about earlier, Mr. Dan Hurley and his UConn Huskies, number 8 versus number 9 Oklahoma University. I had a chance here to watch Oklahoma live down in Norman when we went down for Matt's wedding. And I also am not going for Dan Hurley, so I'm going to pick Oklahoma. But Alex, I want to hear your thoughts, and maybe you can persuade me.
I think UConn comes out strong in the first game, but I think they won't be able to get past Florida. So
you think
whoever we
UConn-
pick is not going to get past Florida.
UConn's favored by 4.5 points. They're 23-10. Oklahoma's 20-13. Do you want to pick UConn?
It's up to you. I can be persuaded either way.
Let's go UConn. Fucking, I like it actually. Moving on to Memphis, Colorado State. Colorado State just was the Mountain West champion. This is the next 12-5 upset or 12-5 game. Alex, is this a 12-5 upset?
I don't think so. Memphis is just dogs.
Memphis is a bunch of fucking dogs. They beat UConn earlier in the year. They've played really well this year. Memphis is favored. Holy shit, Colorado State's favored by 2.5 points.
Oh my goodness.
Fuck. I don't know, dude. Where's the game being played? It's being played in Seattle. Dude, game in Seattle, Wait, did that just say sponsored by... Dude, it just says ESPN Men's Tournament Challenge presented by Fortnite. What the fuck?
Let's go.
You know what? Screw it. If it's in Seattle, I'm going to say Colorado State. I don't think Memphis will travel well with their fans. I don't think they'll have much behind them.
Screw it. Let's do it.
12-5 upset. Next, we have Maryland and Grand Canyon University. We have 26-7 GCU out of I don't know what conference, and 25-8 Maryland out of the Big Ten, playing again in Seattle, Washington. So what's your call here?
Maryland's tough.
Yeah,
That's
Maryland's
all I gotta
tough.
say.
Maryland's a fucking tough team. I like it.
Always gotta root for Big Ten.
Yeah, you gotta root Big Ten. Next, going to the Mizzou-Drake game. That is our 6-11 matchup in the West region. Mizzou is 22-11 out of the SEC, and Drake is 30-3 out of the Missouri Valley. Mizzou is actually favored 6.5 points, but I like Drake.
That's what I was thinking.
I like Drake. I think Drake wins that game. I think it's a good game. I think it's a really fucking good game. But I don't think Mizzou's ready for. I mean, you've got a Missouri Valley team that's won 30 games this year. I mean, we saw it fucking happen. What, 2 years ago was that last year? 2 years ago that fucking someone went on a run. They're like a 31 win team or something. Just fucking got hot as 11 or 12 seed. So I think that Drake's going to pull off the win. I don't think Mizzou's ready for the energy. I think they're going to get put on their heels and not be ready to play in Wichita.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about Drake this year, and they're usually always in the tournament for somehow.
Yeah, Drake's one of those teams out of the Missouri Valley. It's normally them. Loyola Chicago is always a good program, and then like Bradley's normally a pretty decent program too.
It's probably Loyola what you were talking about. That made a run.
Yep, Loyola made a run like fucking 4 or 5 years ago when they had Sister, what was her name? Sister Anne? The nun?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Moving on to Texas Tech, number 3, versus UNC Wilmington, number 14. This is a 15.5 point spread. I don't think we have much to discuss here, do we?
I don't think so.
I think Texas Tech's going to run this one. Moving on to probably the craziest quad of games that we're going to see in March Madness, which is the bottom 2 games out of the West region. First off, we have a insane coaching matchup of Bill Self with his KU Jayhawks at number 7, and good old fucking John Calipari with the number 10 Arkansas Razorbacks. Kansas is favored by 4.5 points. What do you think? This is the one played in Providence, Rhode Island. That's right. KU Arkansas is in Providence as well. I knew that the fucking West. I know they're playing in Providence, Rhode Island.
What the heck?
This one and the St. John's Omaha game, which we'll talk about next. They're both being played in Providence, Rhode Island, along with the Purdue High Point and the Clemson McNeese games.
Did someone say Weast? Is that what happened?
Literally.
I thought you said Weast.
What do we think on this though? On Kansas, man, fuck. I thought you said Weast.
Yeah, because we're IU guys, I can't go for Calipari. I gotta go Kansas.
So, as a born and raised Missouri guy, I cannot root for Bill Self. I can live with myself rooting for John Calipari. I can't live with myself rooting for Bill Self.
No.
I know. It's heartbreaking, isn't it? It's a tough one, honestly. If we're being fucking honest, it's a fucking tough one. I mean, Kansas is favored. But fucking, dude, Kansas has choked out early recently. What did they win, 2 years ago? Or did they win last year? No, they won 3 years ago. That's right. They won 3 years ago. So, they won 3 years ago. But other than that, they haven't fucking done much in the tournament in my lifetime. That I can recall. This is where we really need to talk basketball. I mean, this is where we're going to get into the nitty gritty. I mean, it's Bill Self and it's Johnny Calipari. We got 2 coaching legends. I mean, Bill Self's got a ton of success in the Big 12. But up until this year, with the fucking conference realignments, the Big 12 was a very weak fucking basketball conference. I mean, obviously he's going to win every year when your conference is shit. Calipari's got a ton of fucking history of winning, except for obviously when he's a 15 seed and he plays the Peacocks. What the fuck were they called? Remember the Peacocks that beat Calipari a couple years ago, that 15-2 game?
Oh, yeah.
It was when they were here. But, yeah.
Who was that?
I don't fucking remember. I'll know as soon as you say it. But, dude. So, who's your gut feeling?
My gut feeling is Kansas, just for the fact Hunter Dickinson is just a dog.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
they beat Duke early in the year.
Okay. I'll roll with you on Kansas. Just for fucking fun, I'll roll with you on Kansas. Moving on to the next one, we have the always glorious Rick Pitino with the 30-4 St. John's University. And they're playing against Omaha, who is the 15 seed, who is 22-12. This is a 19-point spread. I think we can just pick St. John's and move on. What do you think?
Yeah, I can see Omaha making it a game though.
Yeah, I could too. But dude, think about this: in a first round set, so in the round 64 and the round of 32, you're gonna have Bill Self, John Calipari, and Rick Pitino, and only one of them's gonna fucking make it out.
I say in Rhode Island in the West.
Yeah, dude, that is a wicked bracket. That's fucking insane.
Yeah,
I mean, it truly is. I mean, those
two of the three aren't even in their like school you'd think of.
Yeah, no, I mean, fucking Rick Pitino's known for Louisville, in my opinion. I mean, he was at Kentucky first, but for me, he's known for Louisville.
Yeah,
and then obviously Calipari's known for Kentucky.
Yeah. All right, where are we going?
You want to move us to the east or the Midwest?
Let's move us to the east.
Okay, we're going east, not west.
Not west. Whoever figured out to play in Rhode Island in the West. Figure it out.
No
okay,
shit, dude.
Probably don't need to talk about this, but Duke and then American, whatever.
And then whoever MSM is, yeah. I think Duke.
Matter.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hate to say
Yep.
it, but yep. Mississippi State and Baylor, 8-9.
That is a 1.5 point spread in favor of Mississippi State, but in my opinion, Baylor. I think Mississippi State gets help because they're in the SEC, and so they obviously their strength of schedule is stronger just because the SEC was so strong this year. I think Baylor wins this.
21-12 and 19-4. I don't know what's Baylor in.
Big 12. Yeah, they're a Big 12 team.
21-12 in the SEC is pretty good though.
Yeah,
and Big 12's not great.
Not as strong. That's true. You don't call Mississippi State?
Yeah.
All right.
Oregon or Liberty?
So this is a 12-5 matchup, and this is one of my 12-5 upsets.
You have Liberty beating Oregon?
Yep.
That's crazy.
Liberty was the team last year that was like 30-3 or something and got kind of hot. But, dude, they're 28-6. I watched Oregon play, dude. They're good. But, man, dude, they beat up on IU. But, so here's the thing. They started slow and they picked up their pace. But they were lucky that they were against an IU team that this year wasn't very good. When they fucking played Michigan State, dude, it wasn't. They just got abused. I think this is a Liberty win.
Hey, I always like a good upset.
Okay, let's go. So let's pick Liberty on that in the 12-5 upset.
I'm in. All right.
Okay.
4 Arizona, 13 Akron.
I don't know if there's much to discuss here. I mean, it's Arizona's favored by 14 points.
Arizona's always tough.
Yeah, Arizona's fucking good.
Okay, 6 BYU, 11 VCU.
BYU's favored. VCU's a good program too, but I think BYU.
They're gonna go on a run like the football team.
I don't know. We'll see.
Well, judging by who they're playing next.
Yeah.
Wisconsin, number 3,
Yeah.
Montana, 14.
Dude, Wisconsin looked good, bro.
Yeah,
Wisconsin looked
Kanji?
tough. Yes. Dude, watching Wisconsin in person, those dudes are fucking legit.
Wisconsin's always like football, basketball, whatever. They're always like those corn-fed tough guys.
Mm-hmm. They're just the big dudes that just hit you hard.
Mm-hmm. 7 St. Mary's, 10 Vanderbilt.
So we've got fucking Vanderbilt out of the SEC. I don't know what St. Mary's out of. But St. Mary's is a 4.5 point favorite, and I got to stick with that, dude. Fucking, they're 28-5. I mean, 28 wins, you're doing something right. Vanderbilt's fucking 20-12, which is a fine record out of the SEC, but, dude, I think St. Mary's.
Yes.
Okay.
Because they've beat a bunch of good schools. Nebraska, USC, Gonzaga.
Yeah.
So it's not a complete cupcake schedule.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's go St. Mary's.
And then,
Vandy's on
Alex,
good
what's
for
our
baseball.
last game?
Alabama and Robert Morris.
I don't think we have much to talk about here. I mean, Alabama's being favored by 22.5. Yeah, I think Alabama's gonna fucking
I
rock
watched
their
them
shit.
when the tournament, like during COVID, when the tournament was completely in Indy.
Yep.
I went and watched the game. They're so good.
Yeah, they are.
And
Okay.
Robert Morris doesn't know how to figure out their uniforms. Do you see that a couple weeks ago?
No, I did
some
not.
of
What
them,
happened?
Some of them's jerseys said like Robert, and then their jersey number, and then Morris, and then
Oh.
the others said Morris, and their jersey number, then Robert.
No, that's not
They
good.
weren't all the same, so they don't know what they're doing over there.
Interesting.
All right, Tyler, take us home with the Midwest.
The good old Midwest corn-fed states, even though like fucking none of these teams are from the Midwest. Obviously we got Houston and SIUE. It's a fucking 16-1 game. That's a 28.5 point spread in favor of Houston. Alex, do we need to talk about this?
Somewhat, not
Okay.
not the game itself, but like Houston's really good, so they're gonna win. They're always
Okay.
like,
Yep.
really really good. But like I said, in I don't know, episode 2,
Mhm.
I went and watched SIUE against IU, and they
You
are
did.
good.
That's right. That's fair.
Not
So
good
do you-
enough to beat Houston, but they're good.
So do you think they cover a 28.5 point spread?
Yes,
Okay.
because IU beat them by, I want to say, it was between like 15 to 20, but
Okay.
that was also like towards the end. IU started just putting points on for whatever
Yeah.
reason.
That's fair. Okay. Moving
But I
on to
think
our
they
8. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I don't want to step on your toes here.
No, you're good. I think they cover the spread, but they don't win. Number 8, Gonzaga.
And 9, Georgia. No, I don't care. Fucking however. Gonzaga is a 6.5 point favorite. So here's my thing. I just kind of want to pick Georgia because I feel like they've played better teams. Gonzaga does the same thing every fucking year. They sit out in the WCC and they acquire a really good record, and they get a really, they win their conference every fucking year, so it's a weak conference, and they come into March Madness and they start playing against, they win their first 2 rounds, so they beat up on the 16 seed, and then they beat up on the 8-9 game typically, and then they go on and they play like the 4 or the 5 seed, and then get their ass beat, and they never make it into the Sweet 16 really. Or they don't make it into the Elite 8. They always lose out in the Sweet 16. So I'm going to pick Georgia.
Yeah, they can't go without Drew Timme.
Facts.
Do you remember him?
I kind of do, yeah.
What an odd duck.
Really?
He was good, but what an odd duck.
So moving on to our final 12-5 game. This is number 5 Clemson versus number 12 McNeese. And Alex, this right here is, I think, my third. I think this is my third. Yep, this is my third 12-5 upset. Dude, McNeese is bumping right now. Have you seen their fucking manager?
Oh, that's that team?
That's McNeese. Yep, where the manager's fucking dope as shit.
All right, I'm in.
I mean, here's the thing. It's a 7.5 point spread. They're both 27-6. But I'm telling you, bro, there's magic in March, and I love the 12-5 upset. For some reason, it's always a fucking good game.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but I love it.
Moving on to, we have little brother, number 4, Purdue, who somehow got a fucking 4 seed, even though they lost to Michigan. How they, are they?
22 and 11.
Yeah. And it wasn't, so Purdue lost to Michigan, who won the Big Ten Conference and is ranked higher than them. How the fuck, dude? I don't understand that. But Purdue is playing number 13 High Point, and we were just talking about our boy over there, good old Trey Benham, hitting the mean mug of the year. Dude, are you rolling high on the High Point?
I just want to do it just because I don't like Purdue.
Fuck it. We got 13 High Point beating Purdue. Oh my god, something just blew up in my ear, so hopefully you guys didn't hear that. Moving on, we have our 6-11 game. We have Illinois, and they will play the winner of Texas and Xavier. That is our last of the Final 4 in. Or the last 4 in, yeah.
First 4, last 4, whatever you call it.
Yeah. What do you think here between Texas? So, Texas-Xavier, let's call that game.
Well,
I'm going to call
Texas
Xavier.
Texas just got annihilated by Tennessee,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Xavier's Xavier. I think they get bullied over in the Big East or wherever they're in.
Yeah, they do. They struggle. Are they Big East or are they A10?
I think they were A10. I think they're Big East.
Okay, that's fair.
I think.
Good call. I think you're right on that. I I don't think it matters between those two. I think Illinois is good. I think Illinois got a chip on their shoulder from the Big Ten tournament, getting knocked out fucking early, getting their ass beat by who beat them? Was that UCLA? No.
Who beat who?
Who beat Illinois? I didn't work that game, so I don't know.
I haven't put up. Maryland.
Fuck, that's right. Maryland beat up on them. So I think Illinois is going to have a little chip on their shoulder, though. And I think Illinois is going to come out and wallop. What do you think?
In the Illinois is?
I think Illinois wins that game.
Yeah.
Moving on to the 3-14 matchup of Kentucky versus Troy. Kentucky's a 10.5-point favorite. They are 22-11 against 23-10 Troy. Is this even something to talk about?
I don't think so.
Kentucky's going to win that. Moving on to the 7-10 matchup of UCLA-Utah State. Tell you what, dude. I watched UCLA play. They're good. They're not that good. I want Utah State to win this.
Let's see. They're 26-7.
Yeah, they're a good team are they out of the... And, dude, they're playing in Lexington, so they're both traveling a fucking country mile to play each other.
They beat
and, dude,
Iowa
UCLA just flew out. UCLA just flew out to Indianapolis and back, too. So they're going to be a little jet lagged, a little tired from all this travel. I don't know, dude.
I like Utah State. Why not?
Okay, we're going to take Utah State. And our last one for the Midwest bracket is 2 Tennessee versus 15 Wofford. Is there a fucking chance? Does Wofford even have a shot?
I feel like Tennessee always plays Wofford in this.
Yeah, I feel like so too.
I don't know why.
So that is it for our Midwest bracket. Alex, you want to take us back up into the Sweets? You want to run us through the Sweet 16 for the South?
If it'll load. There we go. All right, so in our round of 32, we have 1 Auburn versus 9 Creighton.
Is there much to talk about here, you think?
No, I don't know what has happened in the SEC, but I don't know why Auburn and Alabama are great in basketball now. I don't mind it. Alabama, I don't. Auburn, I'm here for.
I would. So, yeah, I'm going to stick with you on Auburn. I think Auburn's good there.
Yeah, and then we got 5 Michigan and 4 Texas A&M.
So this one gets a little interesting.
Yeah.
So that's what, like Vladislav Golden kid out of Michigan, their fucking big boy. He's a big dude. Danny Wolf played pretty fucking well for them. He's a little beat up, but I'm looking at them versus the Texas A&M guys are trying to match him up with. I'll tell you what, dude. I think Michigan can win this one.
Texas A&M beat Purdue.
Michigan beat Purdue.
Michigan beat Purdue?
Hey, Purdue lost to Michigan and Texas A&M at fucking Gainbridge. They both lost there. Or they lost to both of them there. That's fucking funny.
What are you thinking?
I think Michigan, dude. I want to root Big Ten here. I think Michigan's hot right now. And I like Dusty May, dude. I got to root for my guy Dusty May.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I watch them play. They're good. Mm-hmm. It's just a matter of what Michigan team shows up.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. So we have San Diego State and UNC, which I assume would be UNC. At least
I would think so too.
Versus Iowa State.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if there's much of a matchup here.
No, I don't. I think UNC is gonna be kind of PO'd that they got to win one and then beat Ole Miss. So I don't think they'll be able to handle Iowa State.
I agree. I think they'll be tired by then because that'll be fucking 3 days. That'll be 3 games in 5 days for them. They're gonna be a little fucking tired, especially just coming off a pretty deep run in the ACC tournament. I think they're gonna be a little gassed.
Yeah, isn't the first 4 game like those playing games? Don't they play like the next day after that or something?
Yeah, they play on Wednesday. Yeah, they play on Wednesday, and then the tournament games start on Thursday.
Yeah.
So some start on Thursday, some start on Friday. Depends on the location.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think Iowa State wins that. Mm-hmm. And then we got 7 Marquette and 2 Michigan State.
Hot take, Marquette wins this.
You think?
Mm-hmm. Dude, I watched Michigan State play live. Michigan State's athletic, but I'm telling you, I think Marquette's going to be better.
I don't know.
So here's the thing.
Notable results. It's not looking great.
So here's the thing. Fears Jr., great player, not a very big guy. Okay. Who else do they have? They had Fears Jr. They had that Holloman kid. Again, great player, not a very big guy. Marquette ran a lot of big guards. Their guards are 6'4", 6'5". The two guards I just mentioned from Michigan State that had a lot of minutes in the Big Ten tournament are like 5'11" to 6 foot. And they're young, too. I'm pretty sure they're both fucking, freshmen or sophomores. So I'm personally sitting on the Marquette train here.
Okay.
What's your thoughts? I want to hear your thoughts.
I was kind of leaning Michigan just because, I don't know, I guess earlier in the year. They beat North Carolina, beat Purdue, beat Maryland, beat Wisconsin twice. Oh, they lost. Beat Wisconsin on March 2nd and then lost them on the 15th by 3. And then Marquette's notable results is they did beat the snot out of Purdue, but that was in November.
Yeah, and that was against when Purdue was supposed to be one of the better teams in the country, too.
Yeah. I can go Marquette because they're notable. Like, the losses aren't big teams. They've lost to St. John's 3 times.
St. John's is a hell of a program, obviously, this year.
Yeah. And they lost to UConn twice, obviously.
And UConn's a decent program, who we're actually just about to talk about, because we are moving on to the West. Huh?
Picking Marquette for that one?
Yeah, I'm going to pick Marquette, I think, to advance into the Elite Eight. Moving on to number 1 Florida and number 8 UConn. This is now down in the West region for those following along. I don't think there's much of a fucking game here. I think Florida's going to wipe the floor with UConn, and I'm going to be very happy when it happens.
I agree.
Okay. Maryland, Colorado State. This is a 12-4 game. You're looking at a guy like Derek Queen. He's playing really well. He's a big boy, by the way. Really big dude. I think we talked about that earlier. Against 12 Colorado State. I think 12 Colorado State's going to run off a little bit of high from beating Memphis, but I got to go Maryland.
Yep.
I think Maryland's good. They're athletic. They're fast. I like them. Texas Tech and Drake. This is a 3-11 game. What do we think here?
I kind of want to ride the Drake train.
Okay.
No analytics or anything to it. I just want to ride it.
I like it. I like the Drake train. I like moving an 11 seed along a little bit. Because every year there's that 10, 11 seed that makes it into the fucking Elite Eight or the Sweet 16 Elite Eight region. So, moving on to Kansas and St. John's. This is a 7-2 game. This would be between Mr. Bill Self and Mr. Rick Pitino. What do you think?
I'm not a big Rick Pitino fan, but St. John's has been pretty good.
I think I got to ride St. John's a little bit here.
Yeah, that's all I'm thinking.
Okay, so number 2, St. John's. Alex, let's move us. We were just west. Now let's move east.
East. Number 1, Duke. 8, Mississippi State. After watching that North Carolina Duke game, I don't know. I think Duke will get past Mississippi State pretty easily, but it depends. I think after that's going to depend on Cooper Flag.
Yeah. Okay. All right, we'll take Duke.
12 Liberty, 4 Arizona.
Dude, Liberty's won a lot of fucking basketball games this year.
Yeah. Let's see notables. Charlestown Cougars. Nope.
Notable results for. They got smacked by. Yeah, I think Duke or Arizona. Sorry, not Liberty. Liberty hasn't done much this year, dude.
They haven't played. They're a good program, but I don't think they've really played.
I think Duke's gonna just completely outplay them and overpower them.
Arizona beat Texas Tech, which is a high seed.
Texas Tech is a 3 seed?
They're high, and then but they've also lost to Houston, Iowa State, and Duke by a lot.
Mm-hmm. I like Arizona personally.
Let's do it. BYU and Wisconsin, 6-3.
I'm gonna fucking ride the Big Ten train still. I think.
Can't go with the Mormons for too long.
Nope. Go Wisconsin. Go Badgers. Dude, by the way, the Badger mascot smacked me in the face by accident with the back of his head. He's trying to take a picture of the kid and smacked me. I was like, damn, fucking Badger whipping my ass.
I saw him standing by you.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Badger don't care.
Nope. Dude, I tried to get a picture with the duck, dude, but by the time I was done working, I went over to find the duck. He was walking out, and I was like, fuck. I was so mad, dude.
You should have. That's one of the most iconic ones.
I tried, dude. I tried so hard. I didn't want to do it, like, while the game was going on. I was waiting to find the duck at a break, because I've been able to do that in the past with the TCU, with the frog, and I also got the Marquette Golden Eagle last year, but I just couldn't get the duck, dude. I was a little fucking mad about that.
And we saw him at the Big Ten Championship for football.
Yep.
Dang. All right. 7 St. Mary's, 2 Alabama.
I don't think there's much here. This is a pretty... I think the East bracket's going to run pretty straight up. I mean... Other than that, Liberty beating Oregon, I think this is going to be a pretty straight-up bracket. I think Alabama wins this. I think we're going to have a 1, 2, 3, 4 Elite 8.
St. Mary's could give them a game.
Yeah.
But Alabama is just so good.
I mean, St. Mary's, they beat Nebraska, which is okay. They beat USC. USC's not a very... They beat the shit out of USC. Holy fuck.
Oh, my.
71-36. That's...
What happened?
I don't know, but they went 2 for 3 against Gonzaga. They lost to Utah State, lost to Boise State. St. Mary's is up and down, so I'm going to fucking stick with Alabama.
Yep.
Okay. And I will finish this off in the Sweet 16 down in the Midwest, where we're going to start off with number 1 Houston and number 9 Georgia. Is there much to talk about here, Alex?
No.
Houston's going to win that.
Yeah.
Now we're moving on to the fun one. Number 13 High Point and number 12 McNeese. So it's the battle of the mean mug versus the fucking dope ass manager.
Give me McNeese.
McNeese? I like McNeese. Fuck it. I'll ride McNeese. Number 6 Illinois versus number 3 Kentucky. I'm gonna pick with my heart and no analytics here, and let's go Illini.
I like it.
I don't think I can root for Kentucky. And then finally we have number 2 Tennessee versus number 10 Utah State.
Tennessee's
I don't think.
tough.
Yeah, I don't think there's much of a game there.
No.
All right, Alex. So how about this? How about you run us through the entirety of the Elite Eight, and then I will finish this off on the Final Four. How does that sound?
Okay, I think we're in the Sweet 16 right now. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh shit, we are in this. Okay,
Yeah, we're in the
so
Sweet
run
16.
us. Okay, so run it. Let's do the Sweet 16 and the Elite Eight for each as we go through. Then.
Okay, Auburn. So South. Auburn and Michigan, 1 and a 5.
Auburn's gonna overpower Michigan.
Yep. And then 3 Iowa State, 7 Marquette.
Do we ride the Shaka train?
Let's do it. Magical.
All right, number 7 Marquette. And Alex, what do you think?
Ooh, 1 Florida, 4 Maryland.
Okay,
I always hate doing these, and then just the
Yeah.
1 seeds just going so far. But there's a reason they're the 1 seeds.
There's a reason they're the ones, and these 1 seeds this year are really good 1 seeds. If we're being honest, I mean they're really fucking good 1 seeds.
Yeah, so we riding it.
Yep, I agree. Florida.
Then we got Drake and St. John's. Magical?
No, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I kind of want to. I mean, here's the thing: you got a 30-3 and a 30-14, so both teams can fucking win. Let's go through their notables here real quick. Let's go to Drake's. They beat Miami. They beat FAU. They beat Vanderbilt. They beat K-State. They beat Bradley twice, lost them once, then beat Murray State. Let's go to fucking and St. John's gonna have. They beat Marquette. Barely lost to Baylor. Beat UConn. Beat Creighton. Beat UConn again. Beat Marquette 2 more. So they beat Marquette all 3 times this year. Fuck, dude.
I gotta go St. John's.
Yeah, St. John's is just strong. All right, Alex, hit us with the rest of this. I'll hit the Sweet 16 on the right side. Then we'll move up to the East, where we have number 1 Duke versus number 4 Arizona. And I'm going to give my fucking hot take here. I'm going to pick Arizona.
Being the North Carolina person I am, I don't mind it.
Okay, Arizona moves on to the Elite Eight. Then we've got Wisconsin, number 3, versus number 2, Alabama. And, again, I'm going to ride the Big Ten train personally. What do you think?
I don't know. Alabama is very, very good.
Yeah, that is true. What do you think? You make this call. I'm good. I can see both ways, so I'm going to let you make this pick, buddy.
I'm going to say Tanji wears out by this point.
Okay. So Alabama it is.
And I kind of want to see a, what do they call it, a Civil War game. I want to see that in the Final Four.
Yeah.
If we get that far. We'll see.
Yeah. Then we've got number 1 Houston, so we're down into the Midwest region. Number 1 Houston versus number 12 McNeese. Fucking, I don't know, dude. I think he's have to pick Houston. I hate keep picking the number 1 seeds like we talk about, but fucking,
Yeah.
I mean, I think
Houston's really good.
Yeah.
Are they the number 1 overall? Are they the overall number 1?
No, I'm pretty sure it's Auburn.
Damn. All right.
Yeah. And then Illinois, number 6 versus number 2 Tennessee.
Tennessee's good.
Tennessee's good. So do you think the Big Ten doesn't even make the Elite Eight this year?
Sadly, no.
Okay, we're going to take Tennessee. Alex, you run us through the Elite Eight, and I'll finish us off with the Final 4.
Okay, Auburn, Marquette. I want to choose Auburn just because I want to choose Alabama on the other side.
So you think that we may get an Alabama-Auburn
I want to see
finals?
it so bad.
That'd be crazy finals. Okay, we'll take Auburn.
Okay, and then Florida, St. John's.
Did I know my pick? I want to hear yours because I know mine.
I could see Patino getting them there,
I think it's St. John's, dude. I think St. John's.
but I don't think
I
they
fucking-
win.
I like St. John's, dude.
Okay, and then we go up to the east.
Are you good with St. John's?
That's fine with me.
All right, take us up to
Then
the
we
east.
got Arizona and Alabama.
I know what your pick is, and I agree.
I want to see it so bad.
Alabama, and then going back down, Alex,
Houston
take
and
us down
Tennessee.
to the Midwest. Here's my only problem with our bracket at this point.
1 and
Our
2,
Final
1 and
Four
2.
is going to be 1s and 2s.
Whoever
That's
did the committee did their job.
Fuck. I think Tennessee did. I don't think Houston can beat Tennessee. Tennessee's good.
Yeah, Tennessee is good.
Let's take Tennessee. Now we are on to the Final Four in San Antonio, Texas, happening on April 5th. The first game, I'm fucking assuming, is going to be between Auburn and St. John's. Number 1 Auburn overall in the tournament versus number 2 St. John's and Rick Pitino. Alex, what is your call here?
I got personal stuff into this one, so I can't get away from it.
Auburn? And then do we even need to talk about Auburn or the Alabama-Tennessee game, or do you think that's in Alabama?
I want it so bad.
Bug it. Let's take Alabama. So we have number 1 Auburn versus number 2 Alabama on April 7th in San Antonio, Texas. Alex, who wins that game? What's your call? We need to talk this one through here because this is going to be an absolute fucking menace of a basketball game if this happens.
I know that'd be wild. All right, Auburn's beat North Carolina handily. Lost to Duke by 6. They've beat Tennessee by 2 and then lost to them by 5. They've beat Alabama by 9 and then lost to them by 2.
That's where we need to sit here and look at. So this is a fucking rematch, okay? So it's hard to beat a team twice, and they've each already beat each other once. They know how to fucking beat each other. But overall, Alabama's let up more points. Yeah. What do you think? I have to pick, dude, Auburn's good. I think I've got to fucking pick Auburn. Whatever happened on that flight, dude, where they started throwing punches, someone threw a magical ass fucking punch, because I got to pick Auburn here.
Yeah.
And
you got to pick Auburn. Alabama beat Houston.
Yeah.
It was also early in the year. And then they beat the snot out of North Carolina.
Yep.
I don't know. I mean, they're number 1 overall for a reason, right?
Yeah. I think it's Auburn, dude.
How many total points? gonna say.
Let me do my math here. 165.
71.
Ooh. You're thinking that low? I was thinking they're each going to get 80. And dude, look at the fucking last times they played. Look at their points in the last times they played.
Yeah,
85 to 94. And yeah, dude. I think this is going to... It's offense, dude. I'm saying at least 165 points.
I'll put that in.
165? All right. Alrighty. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the Two Guys 1 Week podcast official bracket. We have Auburn beating Alabama in the finals for a total of 165 points. I'm going to go ahead and print this off. And by print it off, I'm going to fucking save it as a PDF. And we will check back in with it next week with you guys. And you guys will be able to see how we are doing. So yeah, let me go ahead and fucking hit save real quick.
I might be able to live-ish.
Yeah, live talk.
Or, live update it through, Instagram story or Twitter or something.
Go ahead and check out our social medias, which we're going to link at the end of the podcast episode. So, Alex, it's time for everyone's favorite brand new segment.
Week 2, baby.
It? Week 2 of the ear shitting me situation of the week. Oh shit! So I put this one together about fucking 2 weeks ago, and I fucking forgot what this one was. This one's crazy. So welcome everybody to the ear shitting me situation of the week, brought to you by Charmin Ultra Soft and Chico's Bail Bonds. Not actually sponsored by Charmin Ultra Soft and Chico's Bail Bonds. And this week, Alex, this week's ear shitting me situation comes to you live from the kind of okay country of Germany. So, again, guys, this is the craziest story we could find in the last week and a half, and Alex has no idea what this one is, so we're getting his live reaction.
No clue.
So here it is. A German soccer match between FC Taxi Duisburg 2 and SV Rot-Weiss Mulham was canceled before kickoff after a referee suffered an unexpected injury inflicted by a player's child. Okay, one of the player's children did this. Referee Stefan Kohler was conducting pre-match identification checks when a young child, later identified as a son of an FC Taxi player, approached and unexpectedly bit him in the testicle.
Oh, my.
The severity of the incident left Kohler in significant pain, rendering him unable to officiate the match, leading to it being postponed before even starting. The match was part of the 8-tier Kreisliga C division and will be rescheduled for a later date. It is currently undetermined so far whether Kohler will return to officiate the game. Holy fuck. Oh, fuck. What do you got, buddy?
Okay, I got two things. One, so you're a soccer player, so I get it. Like, you're getting ready, but also, like, keep track of your kid.
Yeah, you got a kid. He's never bit anyone's testicles.
So, number two, how does the kid learn to go, first bite anything, but go for the sack?
Here's my biggest question, okay? How does the kid actually get to the sack?
The shorts must be tight.
Or way too
or
short and loose.
Yeah.
a little short and loose.
Yeah, what are we talking to a little kid for?
He bit him in the fucking balls, dude.
That's wild. Where's that?
What?
If the soccer player, the parent's not watching it, where's the nanny? Like,
yeah.
come on now.
Well, considering this is the 8-tier Kreisliga C division, I'm doubting these guys make enough money to hire nannies.
That's true. But also, it's like that kid just reminds me of what's the kid's name?
Jack from Incredibles.
No, it's the kid that from A League of Their Own.
Oh, yeah. The one fat one that's always eating all the food. Yep. I remember that.
It's got to be that kid. It's
Yep.
got to be like that. Just like
100% it's that kid. So here's my one thing I'm intrigued about as a sports medicine professional that I am. How the fuck do you? What do you? I mean, obviously my one concern is the rupture of a testicle, and so obviously I'm calling an ambulance, right? But like,
yes.
Oh God! Bit his testicle.
How? I mean, the bite must have been pretty hard.
Oh, 100%. So this is Alex. Anything else to get on this one?
I just don't know how you let a kid get that close. First of all,
he'd have to sneak up from behind and like turn his head up to like bite. Like he couldn't have just walked up straight up, right? Because I feel like the ref would have noticed that. Kid had to sneak up behind and like jump bite, like there's like a little fucking chihuahua.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Well, everybody, that was this week's You're Shitting Me situation of the week.
All right, so we're going to move on to our others category. So just kind of things we found throughout the week, sports related, that we found very interesting or worthy of talking about. Okay. First off, Hey Dude.
Hey Dude.
We both love.
We do love some Hey Dudes.
Announces brand new golf
Hey Dude,
shoes.
sponsor us.
Yeah, please sponsor us.
Please, I want free shit.
Yeah.
So I haven't seen pictures of these yet.
I haven't either.
My curiosity here is, are they actually going to be cool or are they going to be extremely frat guy-ish? I'm going to look these up right now.
Like Sperry looking?
Yeah. Okay, so...
they literally look like Hey Dudes.
I don't even see them.
Grippers on the bottom.
I can't see them.
They almost look like those... They almost look like either the New Balance, like the bottoms, look like the New Balance turf shoes or like the Nike. Yeah, okay. More like New Balance turf shoes.
Okay, so they actually don't look kind of douchey and they actually look kind of cool.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the price? Does it say?
$100.
Ooh, do they tie or are they the slip-ons?
Slip-ons.
Ooh, I don't think I'm buying those for fucking $100.
I really like my shoes. So,
yeah, you are Jordans though.
Yeah, I got the Travis Scott golf shoes for the sneakerheads out there.
Boom.
But yeah, I like mine. I have those, and then I made those Panda Dunks in those golf shoes. So I really, really like those.
Yeah,
I like Hey Dudes, but when I wear mine, I wear them more as like a comfort shoe. So
I wear them to the golf course to change into my golf shoes.
Yep.
So moving on.
Good idea.
But moving on to some college baseball, and these stats are per March 12th. We're currently recording on March 16th, and this comes out on March 19th. So these stats might be a lot dated. But these are the hot and cold streaks in college baseball. And actually, I can update this one because I know this one off the top of my head. Tennessee has now extended its winning streak to 20 wins in a row, which sets the all-time record for most consecutive wins by the reigning national champion in Division I college baseball. They passed the 1999 LSU team, I think is what it was. So they have 18 straight wins. And going to the cold is Norfolk State with, Alex, 18 losses.
Let's go.
18 losses, fucking crazy.
We're not
moving on
we're
to
not Maryland Shore or whatever from last week. We're not that.
Oh, dude, yet. You're not ready for this. We're getting to this. So moving on to the Division II level, Wisconsin Parkside has 9 straight wins, and Bloomfield has lost again 18 straight. We're going to skip over D3 and come back to that because of the final number. Moving on to NAIA, hot seat. LSU Shreveport has 22 straight wins, and shout out to them because a former Franklin coach is coaching down there, Mr. Matthew Lillard. Fun fact. So he's fucking coaching there.
Hey, great things from Franklin, baby.
Boom! Skull Grizz. And then the cold seat is Cornerstone that has lost 16 straight. Moving on to the Division III level, the hot seat, Alex, is Gustavus Adolphus that has won 13 in a row. And do you see the fucking stat for this cold?
Why did we not talk about them last week? Oh my!
So yeshiva, college/university, or technical school, or school of the blind, or something, not fucking very good, has lost 87 straight baseball games.
I have no words.
How do you lose 87 straight games?
You can't have one in the middle of there somewhere?
You don't just fucking get hot for a day?
No, not one day. Not one day. That's got to be, what, 3 seasons worth almost?
2.5, 3 seasons, depending on how many you play. I think we play about 45 to 50 a year, depending on how far you make in the tournament and how big your conference is. And, yeah.
I said 35 is probably about average.
Yeah. So moving over to my continued hatred for England. England pisses me off. They have the Cooper's Hill Cheese Rolling event, which is held in Gloucester, England, and is set for May 26th of 2025 during the spring bank holiday, where participants will chase a cheese wheel of double Gloucester cheese down a steep hill. Is that all they have to do for fun? Is fucking chase wheels of cheese?
It is going to be on ESPN 8 The Ocho.
And Alex, speaking of England, do you know what I could use right now? Ebola!
I knew that one was coming.
Fuck.
All right. TPC Sawgrass, home on the Players' Championship.
Woo!
Tee times are $550 during off time, so like June to August.
Mm-hmm.
And $750 during on time, so September, May, prime golf season.
So how is June through August off time?
I couldn't tell you. That's prime golf time.
That's something. I guess since it's in Florida, it's so hot. They're probably not. People don't want to go out there and play.
But either way, $550 for one round is wild.
Yeah, there's not a chance in hell I'm fucking doing that.
That's like a lot of rounds for us.
Dude, that is for the courses that we play. That is 25 or 30 rounds.
Yeah,
for us.
I'd rather do that.
Fuck yeah. Here's a hot take I saw this week. Alex, do you believe that taking a shit at work past 4 p.m., so that's for those with a 9-to-5 job, so for us in like the last, hour of work, going to take a nice long shit is the equivalent of a QB kneel and you're just running out the clock?
I seen this earlier this week. It is so funny. I've never thought of it like that. But yes.
Oh, yeah.
I'm thinking about it now from like jobs that I had like where I could do that.
Working at Lowe's for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Just running out that clock.
Fuck yeah. I saw this post earlier by Ohio State football. They were talking about their current NFL contracts, and there's a little controversy on the first one. But this is I'm going to rank them from smallest to largest contracts, so it's actually be the last one lost in controversy. The smallest contract currently active, or I guess not smallest, but the one of this list of the top is 10. So number 10 is Justin Fields at $40 million contract. Jonah Jackson at $51 million. Chase Young is right there with him, equaled out at $51 million. Jonathan Cooper and Taylor Decker are both at $60 million apiece. Terry McLaurin makes $68.4 million. Marshawn Lattimore, $97.6 million. Now we're crossing that nice $100 million salary, or $100 million contract with Denzel Ward at $100.5 million. Nick Bose with $170 million, and Ohio State is going to right here claim Joey B, Joe Shiesty, Joe Burrow at $275 million salary.
No.
He's not an Ohio State guy.
No, he didn't play there. I mean, he went to school there for 3 years or whatever, but he didn't play there.
I'm sorry. Ohio State cannot claim Joe Burrow.
No.
They don't have the ability to do that. You can claim everyone else. LSU can claim Joe Burrow.
Yeah, I don't know stats, but I know he, like, watching in interviews with him and stuff, he did not really play at Ohio State. He developed.
Yeah. But I don't know
behind
if
all
you
those
can
guys, but
call him an Ohio State guy.
I bet you if you ask the average football fan, they don't even know that he went to Ohio State.
Probably. I would agree.
No.
Yeah. No, not an Ohio State guy. North Dakota men's basketball guard Trayson Eaglestaff, which is a sick fucking name, has officially entered the transfer portal. He dropped 51 points against South Dakota State and then 40 against current number 2 University of Alabama. Where is he going to land? And would you want him at IU? Does he stay at a fucking mid-major program, or does he end up in a, I guess now, Power 4 conference program and play for more of a powerhouse team?
So with my, well, not basketball experience, but with seeing stuff like this, if he goes Power 4, I bet he doesn't play a whole lot. So I would, if I were him, I'd either stay at North Dakota or go to a better program that are still within that vicinity.
Find a place that he's going to play, but it's a better program. I agree. I think so. You're looking at like maybe if I can like hire, so maybe like because Big East isn't considered Power 4 still technically, right? Because it's what Big 10, Big 12, SEC, ACC. So technically, Big East is not a Power 4 conference.
Yeah, but it's up there.
Yeah, at least in basketball and everything else, they're fucking not. But so he could end up at a Big East program. He could end up at I think he could end up at a lower quality Power 4, like he could play at a Penn State or even like a USC, because USC was terrible this year. Yeah. Looking at someone that's real low down in the ACC or in the SEC or the Big 12, because I don't know them nearly as well as I do the Big 10.
Right.
But yeah, it'll be intriguing to see what he does. Alex, you want to lead us on to the next one here?
Sacramento Kings fan gets the perfect pump during a timeout. Landed it on $25 exactly and acts like it's nothing. Baller dad move. I got something to say about this one. Okay. Because today I actually did do it, but 9 times out of 10, it's always whatever 01. I don't know why. Yep. I don't know why. Don't know how. Every single time. Except for today. I don't know why. But
so do you have to have so when you pump gas, does it have to end on a 00?
For the longest time, yes, but since I've been on a cold streak, no. I just let it go, and then it's too cold, and I get my truck and leave.
That's fair. So yeah, so this was for those who don't know, this was a halftime thing, or maybe even like a TV break thing at a Sacramento Kings game. It was a little game they played with the fan, and the guy sat there and held the pump and let go, and he thought it hit $25, and if he did, he won, I think, like a gas card or something to whatever the gas station company that did it was, and he hit it and was just kind of like, cool. I mean, I was like, okay, cool, let's move on. And it was like, what the fuck? Like, that's sick.
Yeah, I can't hit it. I never do.
Mm-hmm. So, Alex, have you ever heard of John Boy Media?
I love that guy.
So, I saw a clip from John Boy Media. You guys should go check them out. They're fucking hilarious. It was an old clip from a Venezuelan baseball game. An old Venezuelan baseball league game. There's a blowout game where the pitcher of the team that's winning, right? I believe they were the ones winning. Throws a fastball behind the left-handed batter. The batter then fucking turns around and full swings his bat at the catcher. Okay? So you're the catcher in this situation. You're getting a bat swung at you, right? What would you not want to do?
Yeah, take my equipment off.
Dude pulls his fucking mask off and then continues to fight.
That's... I guess in the heat of the moment, you're like...
Yeah.
You can kind of like that's what I don't get about hockey players is like when they take their gloves off and stuff. Like I kind of want the padding in my hands.
Yeah, but then
that's just me though.
Hard. Yeah, you can't hit as hard.
Yeah. So I don't know why you take it off.
No, I don't know either. That one was not a wise decision on my end. Zamboni driver in Gatineau, Quebec. This is in the future 51st state of Canada. Gets arrested for driving his Zamboni while under the influence. He got a ZUI, Zamboniing under the influence, and fun fact, was wearing a kangaroo costume while doing it.
That is just the best.
What the fuck's going on in Canada?
Headline. I could.
A ZUI.
Canada. Jeez, I love
and
that.
Then, so I got 2 more for you, Alex. These are both college baseball related. These were not in the original scripts. I found these today. ECU baseball player Parker Bird. Have you heard of him?
Mm-mm.
He is a ECU baseball player that has one leg and the other one's a prosthetic. And 2 nights ago got his first ever collegiate RBI, and last night got his first collegiate base hit.
Oh, I did see that.
So I have one thing to say for Parker Bird. That's fucking sick, dude. That's sick. That's determination.
Yep, I love that. I love those stories.
And then my final one comes to us from back to the great state of Michigan, where a Michigan baseball player hits a sliding triple, dives in headfirst to third base, and then proceeds to use the third base foul line and pretend it's a line of cocaine and fake snort it as a celebration.
Let's go.
Did you see that?
I did not, but that's awesome.
I think he's going to get suspended.
Probably.
This kid's going to get fucking suspended.
Not good for the school's point of view. But
nope.
For everybody else. Let's go.
I think it's that kid that we ran into on fucking What was that, on golf? Or what was that, on Rocket League?
This college football.
Oh, it was on college football. That's right. With that Michigan baseball player. I don't even remember his name. I could fucking find it. The dude that was shit talking to us on the college football.
That would be so funny.
If it was him, he just gets suspended. Just messing on Xbox. I saw you got fucking suspended, you bum. By the way, you want to hop on the pod?
Hey, you want to be a guest?
So, Alex, that is it for me for this week, buddy. Do you have anything? I don't got much.
Nope. Just get ready for next week's.
So I think we got a great episode for you guys next week. Pretty much going to talk about our trip to St. Louis, be the fucking big part of it, and then anything that happens in sports coming up. Opening day is just around the corner. I don't actually even know when opening day is. I follow MLB.
March 27th.
Okay, so we got fucking 2 weeks still to opening day. Okay. But yeah, so I don't have anything else.
I don't either.
Well, everyone, that's our show for today, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in, as we always appreciate you guys spending your time with us. We have new episodes every Wednesday morning at 4 a.m. right here on Spotify and Apple Podcast. Please sure to like the episode. After you check us out, give us a good rating, leave a comment. It is the easiest way to help us grow our show. Also, please be sure to check out our social medias. Instagram is 2 Guys 1 Week. TikTok is 2 Guys 1 Week Pod, and X is TGOWpod. You will see the picture of our podcast that you see when you search on Spotify and Apple Music. That is our profile picture. So be sure to check us out there. Check out our past episodes. We have some really good ones. Episode 3 with Nick's doing really well, which was fucking awesome. So if you haven't listened to that one yet, we interviewed a professional baseball player, one of our best friends. So yeah, go ahead and check that out. And that's really it, guys. So thank you so much for listening, and we will see you all next week.
See y'all.